guys, it's Katie King here, and for this video I'm going to be talking about my top 4 favourite ballets, or ballets that I recommend that you should go and see. Because I'm going to see the Matthew Bourne's The Nutcracker tomorrow night, I thought it would be a lovely video to talk about my favourite ballets and what I think about them. So I'm going to be talking about my own opinion about each ballet, and also talking about the story and what I also think about them and why they're my favourite. So without further ado, here it comes. For number 4 is Swan Lake. I actually really like this ballet. This ballet was one of Tchaikovsky's first ballets that he composed, and I think it might have premiered in the 1880s. I think, I'm not quite sure when, but it was his first ballet that he composed and conducted his music for. It basically tells the story of a prince who celebrates his 18th birthday, and he is given a silver crossbow by his mother. However, his mother wants him to marry a princess, so she has organised a grand ball, so inviting all the princesses of the land so that he could choose a bride. However, he doesn't really want to do this, but his friends tell him that maybe they should go on a hunt to test out his crossbow, so he goes along with them. They travel into the forest, and they come towards a dark lake, and there are actual swans swimming on top of the surface. However, he tries to take aim, but he sees the swan leave the water and slowly transform into a beautiful young woman. His friends are absolutely terrified and run off, leaving him. But the prince is not really scared. However, the girl basically sees him and it is a little afraid, but he tells her not to worry, and that she tells him her very sad story. Basically, she used to be a young girl, but she was kidnapped by this evil sorcerer called Rothbart, who basically cursed her to take on the form of a swan during the day, but human form at night. And then, however, he does, and the only way to break the curse is to have someone love her and swear never to love anyone else, and to marry her. The prince is very touched by her story, so she tells him, so he declares his love for her, and she quickly falls in love with him too, which is very sweet. However, Rothbart is deeply threatened, and he still thinks that that Odette would still be hers, will still be his, and be forever, and be forever to remain a swan. So the next night is the evening of the ball. Princesses arrive and they dance for the prince. However, he can't help but think of the woman he met by the lake. However, a middle-aged man and a young woman arrive. It is actually Rothbart and her daughter Odile. However, the prince thinks that she might be Odette, so he dances only with her. However, Rothbart reveals his true self, and he tells him that Odette will be forever his. So the prince, realizing his mistake, rushes towards the lake. Odette, feeling absolutely devastated and heartbroken by this betrayal, she basically really wants to die and can't bear to live like this. However, the prince arrives and begs her for forgiveness, but Rothbart appears and basically attacks the prince. Together they have a fierce battle. So Odette thinks of the only thing that she could do. She runs to the lake and jumps into the water, killing herself. And this case kills Rothbart. And as the sun rises, all the girls that were cursed to take on the form of a swan during the day don't turn into swans. They are free. They're free from the curse. But Odette, however, didn't survive. She has drowned. And that's where the ballet ends. I really love this ballet.